So I've just come across from the quarry over there and by the cave, and I've just come over this side that I've never been before, and now it looks like we've come across a badger set. There's many holes here and they're all quite large, so I don't really think that's rabbit, and you can tell by all the erosion of the land it's well used, so I suspect it's badger by the size and the use. I'm sure we'll find a bit of fur around somewhere to confirm that. So let's have a little look around. There's barbed wire fence there, so I'll have to go this way. Yeah, holes there, there, over there. So there's many entrances to the set, unless there's several sets or they all meet up underground, I don't know. Not sure how they live, but there must be plenty of them over there. It's quite a large set. It covers tens of square meters. And all this ground is well trodden, and I suspect it's by the badgers and not by people really, because it's all overgrown over there. I can't get by, so it's not as though it's a footpath. Let's scramble up this hill here. Yeah, definitely badger. Do we need to find a tuft of fur? I don't think so. If we are going to find it, I'll be on the barbed wire fence. No, let's just head up here. Nice. So that's where the set is, down there. What's this little kind of hut, bunker, and a fallen telegraph pole? Why is that, I wonder? This is the roof of the bunker. Here's the broken telegraph pole, falling there. I suppose the entrance to this bunker would have been on the other side. Well, it's just filled in on the edges now, so there's no access to any to see what's in it. Anyway, let's continue our exploration. So, where I take Rachel, we go into the quarry, the reclaimed quarry, where the little pond is at the bottom. It's just over there, And then I always say to her, you can't go any further because there's no access, but this is what it's like when you come up this way. This goes down to other quarries. I just want to show you the Stoke St Michael Slocker, which is where the stream disappears underground, and it's the entrance of the cave where the cavers go in. Let's just have a look at that first. It's down here. There it is. And that's what cavers would go down, along with all the water. Let's have a closer look. And that badger set was over there. And there it is, the cave entrance. After you. Stoke Lane Slocker. Cavers. So the stream just disappears here, straight underground. And then there's, miles of network, I believe, from there. We won't be going down that one. Ever. But there is another one I know of. I'll show you that. So that one's a slocker that's wet. And now there's a dry one over here. I'll show you where that is. This one is called Brown's Hole. I think there's more than one entrance. Well, I know there's more than one entrance. But the main entrance is pretty big. We can walk right into it, and we'll do that. We'll do that today. We just go through this glade. All the brambles. Wow, there's going to be a lot of blackberries to feed the local bird population and rodents and whoever else eats the blackberries. People. So through the glade, from the other quarry over that side, there's more quarries over here, and then there's more on the other side of the little lane over there, which is flooded, and there's a lake in it, Blue Lake. But these ones are overgrown down here, and I know that the other end they're actually doing a building project. So they're utilising a lot of the area to turn it into a housing kind of place, or a holiday housing place, I think. Anyway, we'll explore what we can. So back into the woodland, and Brown's Hole is over this side, over here. Oh, lots of trees have fallen over the path there. Ash dieback, I suppose. Anyway, we don't need to get down that way. We can get through here. So this is the main entrance to Brown's Hole. Here. Quite a large entrance, as you can see. And we'll go in partially and have a little look. It's funny, I was just waiting at the other cave entrance up there and just having a little look, put my arm on the side like that. And a bat said, "Excuse me, I'm on my way through." And he flew right by my right shoulder into the cave. Why he was out during the day, I have no idea. But anyway, he was in a hurry to get back home. So he flew right by me, even though I was obstructing the entrance. So I wonder if there's any more bats in here. Kind of reminds me of the time when I was in India and there was a big disused hotel or a police station on top of the hill. And we were up early one morning to go and see the Shiva moon come up before dawn. And I went to have a little explore in some of the rooms underneath the hotel. And I went by one of the entrance and I turned and I had my camera and I took a flash photograph, and 1,000 eyes all looked back at me when the flash went off, and it was full of bats in this little room under there. And I startled them a little, but thankfully they didn't all fly off and come steaming by me. No, they just were a little agitated. And yeah, so that's in India, but I don't think the bats have such a large populace around here. You know, you get an isolated one here and there, but they kind of hang off the top, and they're only about, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches big. They're not very big around here. I think they're called horseshoe bats. Anyway, there's an entrance. Look, it's got a iron gate that has stopped people going in there, but now it's permanently open, as you can see. And I've seen cavers go in there and come out, and they go quite a long way in there. So, you know, all you need is a kind of an overall and a helmet and a good light and a buddy, and you could go in there. And I think it's quite horizontal, and you can go in there for quite a distance. We'll just go up to the entrance and have a little look. Yeah, there it goes. Of course, it gets pretty dark. I can get my torch out and have a look. Bear with. Here we go. Yeah, you see it disappear all the way down there now. So it starts to slope off about there, go down. But you can't walk in there, you're going to have to crawl at some stage. Maybe not the first bit. It gets a bit damp. So you would want your kind of caving gear on, otherwise you're going to get very muddy. You want boots, at least Wellingtons, gloves, helmet, and an overall, a waterproof overall, you know. All that kit that they use. And a buddy, you wouldn't want to go in on your own. Yeah, well, there's access to it. Cold air is kind of coming out. I can feel the cool air come out. Now I have heard that when it gets pretty wet, that this is known to kind of bubble out and the water will flow out that way, which means it would fill right up, because that level down there is below the level up there, and if the water's coming out it must be pumping through this hole, so therefore it'll be completely saturated, completely flooded. but I'm not sure how often that happens, and it's certainly not happening now. But it has been very dry, and it's only rained in the last few days. Yeah, there's another entrance to this. Let's go and have a look at the other entrance. But that goes down there. I suppose if you ever get trapped in a cave underground and you're desperately trying to find your way out, and eventually you stumble out of the cave by chance and you see this view, you must go, oh man, what a relief. I'm out of that hole. I'm never going in there ever again. Okay, so the entrance to the other part, I think, is up and over the hill that way. Up here. So if it goes down and we're going up, and there's another entrance, there must be a pretty steep drop from this one to go down into that one. I think it's up over there. Oh, it might be over there. I think there's a hole here. Yeah, there we go. Definitely one there. And there might even be another one. Over the hill, I'm sure there's another one. Brown's Hole 1, 2, and maybe 3 as well. Let's go and have a look this way. I think it's called Brown's because of the people who first went in to check it out were called Brown. I think the family nearby were called the Browns. We're talking quite a while ago now. Some black fungus on this tree. Yeah, so the founders would have had the honour of naming it. What's this here? Could be another hole here. No. Keep going that way. I'm going to go back down there and just have a look on that wall face there. No. Niente. Well, maybe that was the only one then that I saw. We'll go down and round in case there's something over there. So it's not very wheelchair accessible, this terrain, as you can see. In fact, it's not very people accessible at all, really. There's a dip there, but yeah, we'll go down and have a look. Ah, yes. If I hadn't come down, I wouldn't have seen that. There we go. Another cave entrance. So this is Brown's 2 or 3. There we go. And there's a trolley there in there. Look. Don't know if you can see it. There's a wheel and a trolley. Now, I wouldn't have thought that was for the mining of the gold and to extract the gold from the mine. No, it's more likely someone's just tossed it in there. But who knows? Oh, cold breeze coming out. So, because of the airflow, it definitely has another entrance to it, otherwise you wouldn't get that airflow. Cold, cool air coming out. So that's 3 cave entrances we found. Okay, now we're going to just go across and go up on the side of this quarry. We'll see the quarry, and we'll go up to the road and go across the road into the other quarry and look at the blue lake. And that'll be a nice adventure. You can go into this quarry if you go down and round that way, but we're going to go up along the side and see it from above. But we won't be able to get into it unless you go down and round. But we're going to the other one. It's quite steep here. Okay. So we've seen 4 caves so far. We briefly touched on the first quarry. Here's the other quarry. You just see the quarry floor over there through it. I'll just come to the edge, show you what we're dealing with. There we go. One quarry. We're about 50 feet up off of the quarry floor here, and it goes even higher as we go around. Okay. I think we'll take the main path around this side. Not too close to the edge. We'll go up here. It's more well trodden. Oh yeah, well trodden one here. Look at the way this tree is growing. Still alive, ash. Yeah, look, this limb goes off down here, along here, and then up. It's still alive. This limb goes up there, very alive, and yet it grows like that. It comes right down, very alive. It's got its very own tree cave. Nice. Alright, if you're a bird or a squirrel. Which is part of the other trunk, which is growing normally. Yet this one chose to go. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Public footpath, so no problem with trespassing here. Well, that side of the road anyway. I do know that if you cross the road, like people do, as you can see, this one's more of a private quarry, I think. But there's no signs warning us to keep out. Or any danger or anything like that. So we'll just bundle on. Okay, what have we got here? So this is how close they are from one quarry to the other. Look at that view. You know, we're at least how many feet up? It gets shallower and shallower as you go up that way. There's an entrance for the vehicles. There's a guy in his tractor, his land moving bulldozer. It's going to go and do some work. Moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Not. They go pretty slow. Hope you got plenty of time on your hands. Well, you can see what he's been doing. He's been pushing the land up the hill for whatever reason. Anyway, while he's doing that, we'll have a little look around. Yeah. Now if you look straight down, we're about 80 feet from the bottom there. And then you can see the lake, the blue lake. It's a nice, pretty turquoisey colour. Although I do see a little bit of oil on that corner there, spillage. Fuel of some sort. Now where would that come from? Oh look, there was something swimming in the middle there. I saw it surface and break the water with its back and then go under again. Looked fairly sizable. This is quite a long way away. Can only be a fish, I suppose. Possibly a duck or something. That would surface again pretty quickly though, if it is. Or if we don't see it anymore, it'll be a fish. So, our bulldozer looks like he's disappearing and going. Oh no, he's parking up, I think. It's coming to the end of the working day, so he's probably finished for the day. Yeah, he's been moving all that land, shifting it and pushing it up. Like I say, no idea why. Anyway, we're right on the edge of this 80-foot cliff here. And I haven't seen anything surface, so I can only assume that it's some kind of fish. Or the quarry monster. Yeah, it's bound to be the quarry monster, isn't it? Very elusive. But you can see how deep the water goes there, you know. Let's go pretty deep again. It's quite clear water, but you know, it disappears after about 20 feet. Straight down. Now there is a bird over on the other side over there, cormorant or something. Yeah, he went under the water, the cormorant. Definitely was a bird floating, and now it's gone under. It's too far for the camera to see it. It's been under the water for about 20 seconds, 30. So they can stay under the water for quite a while. They will surface before long. There's another one just appeared there, but that's quite a long way from where it went under. I presume it's the same one. He's gone under again now. So they can move, quite a distance in 30 seconds, 40 seconds. He came up in the same place. So who knows what it was we saw? Quite likely to be another cormorant, the same one in fact. No, this is a working quarry, you could say. Not much machinery and stuff going on here. Just a couple of plant vehicles and a van, yellow van, penny equipment, penny plant. But there is some container units over there in the roadway where you would come in. So I suppose after the lockdown, maybe it's just kind of, being quiet. Look this side. There's the various rock aggregates, different size rocks. There's fairly big rocks and smaller rocks, and then smaller still. They're your aggregates. What's that noise? There's a truck coming down. Let's go and have a look that way. You need to have a good head for heights to walk through down this path. Straight down. 80 feet. Here comes the truck. Oh, I see. I know what's going on now. So we'll have the truck come and deposit the aggregates that they are digging away from the neighbouring quarry where they're doing all the build works, which is just over the other side there. Then they come and dump it here as they clear the land down there, and they spread it around in here, just to refill the quarry. So all of that stuff is kind of refill from the other quarry. Otherwise that would have been flat, with a much steeper side there. So he's going to just tip that out there, I'm pretty sure. There it goes. And that's how you do it. So the bulldozer driver is just disappearing in his van. He's going home, and he'll be along tomorrow to push that landfill back up the hill there. Ooh, I can smell the dust now. All the way up here, it's going to come over here. Let's move out the way. Menthol Slim. There's a heron flying across the lake there to the other shore. He's landed. Okay, I'm going to quit this video and then start another one. It's getting too long.